Oh my gosh, it's a lot to take in when you have secondhand embarrassment. Hello! My name is Christiana Agassi. That's not my last name. It's Stewart. Today, I'm going to be doing something a little different. Today's video is going to be inspired by Kenny JD on YouTube. And she does bad movies and a beat. So I'm going to be doing Asian dramas and a get ready with me. Yes, that's what I'm going to be doing, and today I'm talking about Love O2O. And if you guys do not know Love O2O, what are you doing with your life? Like, I'm so sorry, but what are you doing? So, let's just get into it. Where my primer at? So, basically, Love O2O, as I said, is a Chinese drama. I believe that came out in 2017. Love O2O is based on Bai Weiwei. I'm so sorry if I say names wrong. She is the main character and she's like the all-around perfect girl, okay? What's another trait about her? Oh, she got some real saucy thoughts. Like after her and Xiaonai start dating, this girl, she's like, ooh, what he looked like swimming. Very great, first of all. Yang Yang plays Xiaonai. And Xiaonai, let's talk about him a little bit. He is also supposed to be like the perfect guy. He's known all around the campus. Is the typical uninterested in girls until he finds the one. He's just distant and cold until that one, the one girl comes along. He's like, that is the one. He's the CEO of his own startup game. He's athletic and he's just like all around just great. Don't expect like expert makeup from me because like I don't know how to do that. Okay. So their love story begins on the first episode where Xiaonai sees Bai Weiwei, right, playing on Chinese Ghost Story, which is the game that he is the #1 player in, but nobody knows that. And while he's at the internet cafe, he goes over and he sees a girl just and he's like automatically, like suddenly taken with this girl. And he's like, oh wow, how do I get me some of that? And basically he goes home and he finds Lu Weiwei, which is Bai Weiwei's handle on a Chinese Ghost Story, and asks her if he asks her for an in-game marriage, right? And that was after in the beginning episode where Bai Weiwei's original in-game spouse had broken up with her because of, everybody thinks that Bai Weiwei is a god because she's so good at the game, and she doesn't share her picture online, like rightfully so. But yeah, he broke up with her because he didn't get to see her. So he was like, let me just find me the belle of the game. And from then on to episode 10, Bai Weiwei and Xiaonai are catching feelings for each other online. Bai Weiwei doesn't know who the hell Xiaonai is, but she likes him anyway. But I mean, she doesn't know who Yi Xiao Na He is. But she knows who Xiaonai is because she's a real big fan of his. Like, her and her friends are. And so in this first episode, it kicks off really nicely, not gonna lie. Like, they really got me hooked. Everyone's introduced. We're introduced to Shana's best friends. I don't know all their names. I think one of them is possibly gay in the show. I don't know about real life, but in the show. The other one is really wants a girlfriend, and the other one is so unproblematic that I love him. He's like, he could be one of my best friends. Like, he's just so unproblematic. And then we're also introduced to Bei Weiwei's friends, who are also girl computer majors. But how? If you have watched this, it's like it doesn't make sense. How are y'all computer majors, but like anytime that Weiwei does anything remotely computer-like, remotely, yeah, computer-like, on the computer or tech-wise, they're just like, what? How are you doing this? I was like, okay, like, what are y'all in college for then? Especially Urshi. We can talk about her for a quick second. Like, she's supposed to be like the funny looking, and like the period funny one of the group. And I don't really see how she's funny looking because I think she's really pretty. So I think that kind of like didn't make sense to me. And then what else? What else about her? She also longs for a boyfriend, which is like a lot of what this college scene is about. Like, everybody's like, oh, I want me a somebody. I want to be someone. Yeah, but Urshi really kind of annoyed me. Not gonna lie. When we get into her conflict with Bei Weiwei, and they are like the best of friends, and Ming Yiren, she is something else. Who else did we meet? We met Cao Guang, or Cao Gong, and he is a language major like me, but he is the genius of the language major. The story with him is in the first episode. He took a picture of Bei Weiwei because he saw her getting into a luxury car, and from that his worldwide view was shattered. Oh, she got in the car. Whoa. She is now the campus whore. Honestly, that's how they made her out to be. Like, Bei Weiwei finds his IP address or something and just finds Cao Guang, and she's just like, hold up, dude. I don't know what the hell you mean. You don't even know me, dude. But I tutor a boy in a wheelchair. So, and after his faith was restored, he decided that he was going to like Bei Weiwei. After all that happens, Cao Guang decides to pursue her. And this is happening, I believe, from episode 1 to 10. A lot of stuff is really happening. It's just, which I love. Like, I honestly hate shows that take so long for the freaking main characters to get together. Ugh! It hurts me. It deeply hurts me. Because this is one of the shorter Chinese shows. So back to Ming Yiren and her best friend. Her best friend, I don't remember her name. Even after watching it, shoot. I'm sorry to this girl, I can never remember her name. But yeah, Ming Yiren and her best friend, they have some type of vendetta. I don't know. They just, ooh, I don't know. Like, they pride themselves on being pretty. And Ming Yiren like always needs to hear that, oh, you're better, you're better, you're better. And like honestly, the best friend is actually really, she's a pretty good best friend for being so supportive, but like supporting the wrong behaviors and encouraging the wrong behaviors, like that sucks. But other than that, she a ride or die. Like many other rumors are like pinned against Beiwei. Like nobody wants her to prosper. Nobody. Cause she has about, I don't know how many scandals. I really couldn't count. Low-key forgot. But it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Grwm and Xiaonai automatically have a type of rivalry because Xiaonai finds out that Grwm is courting Beiwei, and Xiaonai was like, oh no, that's my baby, that's my baby. And so they have a little basketball game. So another conflict that comes up is Beiwei versus Grwm, and that's because after Grwm realized his feelings for Beiwei, he wanted to game with her and like become in-game spouses, and you know, just win her over. And so what he does is he gets her handle, but it's not her handle, it's Urshi's. And obviously that causes problems in the long run, because while Grwm thinks he's talking to Beiwei, Beiwei is actually talking to Xiaonai, and they're meeting up for the first time. And on the first day that they meet, they go public to the whole college, and everybody's like, oh, they're perfect for each other. And then that's where problems arise. And problems are set up for the future of this show. And I love it. I'm here for the tea. Ooh, the first day of them meeting, hold up. Let me do a little rewind. It was so awkward. It was so awkward. Like whoever wrote Beiwei's character overthinks way too much. Every time this girl had an inner monologue, I was over here having a breakdown. It just made me so uncomfortable. What is this color? I kind of like it. But she would take way too long to answer questions. Like when they were meeting, and like when they first met, I admit, Xiaonai, like, what the hell were you doing? You just walked past her. It's like, oh no, it's not a coincidence. Oh my gosh, it's a lot to take in when you have secondhand embarrassment for shows. Ugh. It was just a lot. Yes, they went to a spicy fish head soup place. They did more than talking. Calm down, calm down. I wanted something cute. I wanted them to talk about something, like the game or anything. Anything was fine. Ugh, it was annoying, but I loved it. What I was saying before, Grwm is now devastated after their first day, after Beiwei and Xiaonai's first day of meeting outside of the game. They are public, and he finds that appalling, and he gets drunk as a skunk, and he goes out where a video gets filmed of him saying some really untrue things, but the way he says it makes them seem true, and that video will come up later in the show. So along with Grwm getting so hurt by this, we also have Grwm, who is the campus belle and who thought she was entitled to the the campus beau. They didn't call him that, but I'm just gonna assume that's what you would call it. And I wouldn't say she and Bayway were like fighting for Xiaonai, not at all. It was never a fight because Xiaonai has always liked Bayway to the point of stalking. And that's just how I call it. Because before they even met, this guy knew her, right? That's a bit weird. That's a bit sus. I'll call it stalking because this guy was just watching her, and he hacked into her computer to see what she was doing because she wasn't logging into the game. Oh my god, this is looking bad. Let me just address something else about Xiaonai. This man, he has a watch twisting fetish. Because this guy, any moment that he's supposed to mean business, he does. Yeah. I give it to him because anytime I saw that, I was just like, wow, you're doing so good. Wow, you're so serious. Here you go. I just noticed it the last 5 times that I've watched it. Like, he would just be like, I'm just like, if your wrist is hurting, take it off. What else happens? Another conflict that's arising is the new Chinese ghost story. Yes, that is a conflict because Bayway's old in-game spouse is the competitor against Xiaonai's company. I didn't tap the brush enough. Oh my god. I got reciprocated. Who said this was gonna be a good makeup video? Not me. This one is so swoopy, and this one's just like, I'll cut you. So everything's going pretty great for Xiaonai and Bayway. They have so much trust in each other, and I love that about this show because a lot of not just Asian TV shows, but TV shows in general, they glorify toxic relationships. And like, no, man. Like, he can protect to a certain point, you know? Because girls, they're not weak. And I love that about Xiaonai because he's like, oh, you should have fought this battle yourself instead of me. So he apologized for that. I'm just like, wow. Young girls need to watch this. But also not really, because that's like condoning stalker behavior. This show is a lot better compared to a lot of things. Like, this one had a love triangle, but it wasn't really hard to decipher like who she was gonna pick. And I hate shows that do that because I just click off of them. Over 100 shows that are like that for me, that I start and then I don't finish because like things don't seem like they're gonna be satisfying in the end, you know? Like, what's the point of making a show and not having a satisfying ending? Like, you got all these fire episodes leading up to what? Just caca, you know? Love O2O is a good example of how you don't always have to have opposites attract. You can have people that are like you, and it can work out greatly, instead of like the typical oh, she's short and she's stumpy, and this guy, he's perfect. I've watched many Asian shows, Chinese, Korean, Taiwanese, one Japanese. But I've watched so many, and there's like so many, I guess you could say, archetypes. As I said, the opposites attracting, love that, but also like, I guess it's a bit overused. They have the rich and the poor, and then they have this is like a spoiler, but they do get married in the end after going through all these trials and tribulations that really did not affect their relationship at all, no matter how much Mangi Ren wanted to get in there, wanted to infiltrate and snatch the man's. She did not. None of it was successful because they trusted each other. I'm gonna put this on like just for it to plump my lips really quickly, so don't mind it. I'm gonna take it off. Oh, there's so much tea in this actually. If you like the tea, I recommend this show, because there is some best friend drama that I don't really want to give away too much, because when the first time I watched it, I was just like, oh, so we doing this now. And it's okay because everything was like reconciled, which I love when everything gets resolved. If everything gets resolved in a show, I love it. Except for the fact I did actually want to see one of Xiao Nai's best friends get together with someone, or Urshi get together with someone who wasn't Cao Guang, because like in the end, I guess it's kind of implied that there's something soon. So yes, all around, I freaking love O2O. I love O2O, okay? There are quite a lot of dramas that have to do with video games, but this one by far did it the best. I also like the Love O2O movie, even though I found it a lot more fast-paced. Thank you, Jin Young. Even though it has some really great actors in it and actresses, but I definitely prefer TV shows better. This is a finished look. I hope you enjoyed. Final thoughts: watch it if you haven't. If you have, watch it again. I love watching shows again and again, and then looking at extras and then seeing what people did wrong. Is that rude to say? Probably. But I don't mean it for it to be rude. I just like to catch people doing some weird bull crap, like myself. So hopefully I'll have another video like this if anybody likes it. So thank you. Since this show is real cheesy, like all of my Asian dramas that I watch, I should probably end my own video on a cheesy note. Boom. Bye.